We seek refuge in God from the accursed Satan. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Emotional intelligence. Today we are going to talk about failed relationships, unhappy couples. How will emotional intelligence help a couple have a happy married life? We have explained it, but now the next part is missing, which is how neglecting emotional intelligence and controlling emotions can harm a marital life. Today we are going to talk about the characteristics of an unhappy couple, an emotionally lost couple, a sentimental couple, a lost couple, a failed couple. Well, the beginning of marriage should start with intellect, not with love. What does that mean? Choosing your partner should be based on deep and careful thoughts. It means making a wise and thoughtful choice, an intellectual choice, which helps you have a happy life as a couple. But on the contrary, when you choose your partner, emotionally, it is generally going to be based on an admirable physical aspect, or a commendable gesture, a physical beauty, or a beauty in behavior will attract you, and suddenly you feel in love, or rather, you already have that need to be with this person, which is largely a physical need, that we can call lust. It is easily sex. That is why, when you reach sex, there is no longer a need. They call it the bed 2001. It is the place where they are going to sacrifice love, meaning that love will end in bed. Why? Because those who had been in love were only interested in having sex. So we cannot call it true love. We can only call it partner sex, or indeed animal sex. So when a person says, oh look, I saw a girl and I fell in love with that girl, then we ask them why. No, it's just that I've seen leg, chest, and well, that's like pieces of meat, right? That has attracted you. You are not in love with her physical appearance, are you? And don't you care about how her behavior is, how she is going to act, what her actions are like? No, she is a beautiful girl, and because she is beautiful, she must be a good woman. 2001. Even the title, a good girl in Spanish, is when we are talking about a very good girl, good. And when he says that, what does he refer to? I mean, beautiful. Does it mean the physical appearance, the only thing that matters to me, and I have been in love with her because of a body, because of a piece of flesh, right? 2 kilograms of lettuce, 2 kilograms of meat, 2 kilograms of breasts, etc. Or rather, he has been in love with pieces of silicone. Well, this is the way of sentimental, lustful, emotional choice, or just based on a single behavior, a very sweet gesture. Do girls know how to attract men, right? Even a girl who may not be physically beautiful can make sweet gestures and speak in a way that has a sweetness in her words that attracts the hearts of boys. Yes, how are you? Very well. This is how she speaks with sweetness. The Holy Quran says, do not make your words sweet. Do not say sweet words to strangers, because women even know how to walk to attract men. It is something natural, innate in women. They know how to attract men. The gestures of the eyes, the way to bite the lip, how to tease. They know all of this from their nature. It is the way of physical attraction from a female to a male. So that is also limited to feelings, or rather, everything that is lust. When we talk about lust, we are not only discussing physical aspects, we are also referring to the gestures that stem from a woman's innate need to be loved and admired, and from the natural feeling in men to love, or rather to pair up and reproduce. This is a feeling, or more accurately, it comes from adrenaline and other enzymes in the body. It is emotional, an emotional choice. Emotional machismo, because it is certainly based on a deep ignorance. When after sex, that person finishes the excitement, they will open their eyes and see the flaws. When you go to see the flaws, know that she is a liar. Of course, she is pretty, but she is a liar. She is a girl who has grown up on the streets, respects the family core, and before you, she has been with 121 men, the last one being your brother, etc., etc. So in the end, you will be left speechless, wondering what madness you have gotten into. Then, you will fail in that marriage because you have chosen your girlfriend, your wife emotionally. Let's look at the girl the same way. Just observe the gesture, the body. I don't know. Sweet words that this man knows how to say, because men are also professionals at how to deceive girls, attract them. They will conquer girls through words and know how to trap a girl in a thought of love and lead her towards what men need, which is sex. Very well. So girls will also often be deceived. Why so many separations? Why so much disappointment? Why haven't you gotten to know that man deeply? How can we describe a man as so crazy or so abusive, so lustful, so morbid? So, the first part is when a person hands over the steering wheel of life to their emotions. The emotions can lead you to total annihilation, because when you let go of your emotions, they will be managed by the devil, by Satan, and it will lead you to total annihilation. But what God has asked of us is to look, I have placed an inner prophet in you called intellect. Do not let emotions take the helm of your ship, the ship of life, the ship of happiness. Do not let them throw the captain into the sea. The captain is the intellect. It is very strong, but in the meantime, you leave the helm of life in the hands of the captain. When you see a pretty girl, the captain asks you who she is, who she has dated before, why you broke up with your ex-boyfriend, why, what were her flaws, what are her advantages, would you marry her, how would your mother react, how are you going to take care of your family, etc., etc. So the first step is to use emotional intelligence in choosing your partner. But an unhappy, failed partner does everything based on emotions. In the next talk, we will explain the characteristics of a failed emotional partnership and how, as always, you will receive disappointment and demoralization in a couple's life. We will continue discussing the topic and look forward to your comments. A hug. Salam alegre.